Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Reynolds Outdoors. Today's a little bit different video. We're not going to be talking about any one particular product, but basically just going over red dots on turkey hunting shotguns. Is it worth it? Should you do it? Or why would you do it? Parker, what are some of the reasons somebody would add a red dot to their shotgun?
The biggest reason is with these TSS shells coming out now, traditional beads or even fiber optic sights are just too big to see the turkey at a distance. So you get out 50, 60 yards, the size of that bead is massive compared to the size of a 2 MOA or a 3 MOA red dot. And that'll be your biggest reason to go to one.
Yep, that is a very good reason. Another reason we've encountered before, some customers, you know, no matter what, there's lots of different shotguns that do it, but one in particular, a lot of customers have come back and said, hey, my shotgun's not shooting point of aim. My Benelli has been one that has been the most common. Nothing wrong with your Benelli, folks. That's a common thing. Even Benelli will say, they put out statements before, they're built for waterfowl hunting pretty much, so they do shoot a little bit high. So instead of changing the shims out, you could, you know, most of them they are drilled and tapped. You can put a rail on top of it and add a red dot like you see on these guns here. We just threw a couple of, you know, red dots on some of these shotguns. This one's here is a Vortex Venom, very popular. Red Dot sell a ton of those for, you know, ARs, handguns, and probably sell more of them for turkey guns nowadays. So then you got the Holosun, a little bit more expensive optic, but a very, very good optic. This is the HS510C, and it has a quick release mount. And this gun here is the Stevens 301, very popular shotgun. This is just from the factory, packaged with Red Dot brand, Red Dot. So there's a ton of options. You don't have to spend a whole lot of money on these red dots. I mean, the technology or really the optics market has really gotten, you know, very competitive. These companies are coming out with, you know, really good red dots with high hour count, long battery life, and they're usually staying around, you know, around $200, $250. You know, you can get a really good red dot for that. And Burris Fastfire, which we are currently out of right now,
we're slap out.
That's probably the most asked for red dot to go on hunting shotguns, specifically turkey hunting shotguns. But the Vortex, Holosun, other, you know, there's tons of other brands out there that would do just as good as the Burris, or even better, depending on how much you want to put into it. So again, back to what you're saying about, you know, shooting long range with these TSS shots. Like, I mean, we talked about in the last video with the Benelli M2 with TSS loads and the right choke, you can really get out, you know, further than 40 yards with a red dot, or I'm sorry, with the TSS shot and a good choke. So what better way, like he said, on the, you know, fiber optic, it may cover up too much of the bird, so that red dot's going to give you a more precise sight picture, and really, you know, you won't miss that big shot on that once in a lifetime opportunity on that big bird you've been chasing. So, and again, we touched on, you know, if the gun is not, if it's shooting high, you can remedy, you know, instead of changing out shims, you can play around with the adjustment and really fine tune your gun to hit exactly. So I mean, when you put that dot on that bird, you know it's going to hit. So any other thing we might be missing out on why a red dot would be ideal for it? I mean, there's other sight options too, like True Glow sights. Those are still really popular. They mount right onto your vent rib. That's still a very good option, but it's just really hard to beat the precise, you know, that red dot, man. It's really crisp. Now, if you have astigmatism,
no problem.
It can be an issue. If you want to go like with an EOTech,
yeah, that'd be one advantage. Even if you do have astigmatism, you can put EOTech makes the 512. It's a little bit bulkier. It's kind of the size of this Holosun 510, but it's a holographic, not a red dot, so the technology is a little different. So your astigmatism won't be, or you won't notice that you won't have any flickering or anything like that. But in general, the red dots, it's really a big thing, especially this year. Mossberg's coming out. They have a couple different models that are coming actually cut in the back of the receiver, so you can directly attach the smaller pattern red dots. So it's really taken over the entire industry as far as red dots on turkey guns go.
Yeah, I mean these in the firearms manufacturers, they're, you know, noticing, they know the trend that's being set with red dots. So you're seeing a lot of these popular brands I mean, of course, Benelli, Beretta, Stoger. I mean, they're all coming drilled and tapped. Some even have rails in the box. And you got any up there?
Yeah, so the Franke Affinity 3, they have a turkey specific model. It's drilled and tapped and it comes with a rail in the box. So it'll get you will be set up and ready to go. All you have to do is drop a red dot on top.
Yes.
So you can't beat that.
And it's already got, I mean, it's
Yeah.
those are pretty dope sights it's got on there right now. I mean, you know, like I said, that if you're not getting it done with that, or if you're having a hard time, you know, going out long range with that, you know, super high speed TSS shot, give a red dot a try. And I know a lot of old heads don't like, I don't want electronic stuff on my gun that can fail. What if I mean, guys, like I said, these things, they're building these red dots, especially companies like Vortex and even Holosun, you know, they're getting crazy battery life, and, you know, the warranties with all these are really good. Most optics companies are giving you a lifetime warranty on it. So a couple $100, you know, just if you're having a hard time getting your gun to pattern right where you want it, shooting a little high or left or right, whatever, give a red dot a try. How many have we set up now? I mean, every season it's just, you know, more and more and more people are wanting to go the red dot route, and they're just so glad they did. And if you know, hey, once turkey season's over, take it all off, uninstall it, and you can, you know, go. You didn't change any shims out on it, so the gun's not, you know, the drop's not changing, none of that's changing. So you just take all the red dot off, and you can go shoot ducks, dove, skeet, whatever. So I mean, it's definitely the way of the future. And I mean, even on handguns, everything, red dots they're here. So you know, it's where the industry's moving. So I think we've about hit every major point on the red dot. So guys, let us know what you think. You think red dots are, you know, is that the step in the right direction? Is that, you know, the future of turkey hunting? Do you agree with it? Do you not? You know, let us know in the comments. And Parker, you got anything else? Any words of wisdom before we close this video out?
You don't have to spend a ton of money to get one set up. Last year I probably set up more Stevens single shot 410s and 20s with a Vortex Crossfire. It's $150 plus the cost of the gun. You don't have to spend a ton of money to get a pretty cool turkey setup.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, I mean, guys, I mean, what are these shotguns averaging around? I mean, around $200 for the gun, maybe $250, another $200 for the red dot. I mean, and some of these guns are coming with really good chokes from the factory, turkey chokes. Like he said, you know, you can get into it for very cheap, and even in 410s have become super popular. So we may have to do some field testing one day just to show you guys what these guns are really capable of doing with a good choke and some TSS shot. I mean, we keep hyping it up, but we need to have a show and tell day and actually take you out to the range. That's coming, I promise. So, but well, guys, we appreciate you watching. Leave us, you know, please like, subscribe if you like this kind of content, and let us know in the videos what you want to see in the future. And thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.